Prattville Lions Football Review with Coach Caleb Ross. Brought to you by Gibson's Tire Pros, Stivers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Prattville, CBE, and Mexico Typico.
Well, welcome Prattville Lions fans to Week 4 of the Prattville Lions Football Review. I am Chris Britton, filling in for Will Barrett this week. Joined as always by Coach Caleb Ross. Coach, how are you doing today?
Well, we're living, we're breathing, we're waking up. It's always thankful for that.
I hear you. We're getting together today on the heels of the Auburn game. Talk a little bit about the Week 3 matchup with Auburn.
Obviously, they're a really good football program.
Sure.
They had a really good team. They had 17 returning starters from last year's team that went to the semi, so we knew they were going to be really good. They're really good defensively. They always are. They traditionally are. And, man, they proved to be last night. Really good football program. We knew we were going to have our hands full. And, obviously, man, the week, just a long week, lots of different stuff going on. This is part of it, part of being what we're all dealing with now in 2020 as a head football coach. But, I thought last night, our defense played outstanding. I thought our defense played about as good as you possibly could play. They kept making stops after stops. Kept putting when the offense at times was not doing well and putting our defense in bad spots, our defense rose to the occasion. At the end, got tired.
Oh, sure.
You can't keep them on the field that long like we did. But anyway, so I was very proud of our defense. Really, really long night offensively. I mean, there's just really no way to really get around it. We got to find a better way. We got to do a better way in the future. Just not a good night.
I understand there were some big plays and some positives on the offensive side, but then next thing you know, it'd be like 2 steps forward, 3 steps back kind of situation.
Oh yeah, we had penalties, we had turnovers, we had drop passes, and really, and this is 2 years in a row against Auburn. Really struggled to block their front. Mm-hmm. Really struggled up front to block, and it is what it is. We got to find a way to, and I thought our game plan was good. I really did. I liked the things we did. I thought going in, but you got to go execute. And I think as the momentum of the game went on, and at the end when we got tired, they started feeling the momentum. It kind of got worse at the end, but. Here's the deal. Our kids didn't give up. No. They're going to fight. That's just a standard. Our kids don't quit. No. And it wasn't like a lack of effort. We got good kids now. Yeah. And they have really put time in, and they wanted to win, I think, knowing how to win this game.
Oh, certainly.
There's some, like I challenged them last night after the game, physically, we've got to get to that level from a strength-wise. We just strong up front on our offensive line. We don't have the strength to go right now to do that. But anyway, that's another big picture thing. But anyway, kids playing hard, just not a good night.
I understand. It was like I was having a conversation with someone yesterday evening. I feel like that game was one of those where, the score said 22-point difference, but it's not. They're not 22 points better than you guys.
No, they're not. I mean, and if if you early on you get some things go your way, maybe it's a different ball game.
Sure.
And maybe we get a chance to play them again. And I challenged the kids last night. I said when we got back, and I said, hey. Every goal we still have is still on the table.
Right.
All right, it is. We can still, you never know. Auburn's got a really good team, and I think they're going to be hard to beat this year. But even then, you never know. We still could be region champs, and hopefully we'll get a chance to play those guys again. But, look, I know our kids. I know who we are. We'll come back to work. We will on Monday.
Oh, no doubt.
And you got another region opponent next week. But just a difficult night. You coach long enough, you play long enough, you're going to go through those.
Yeah, right.
And definitely was a difficult week. I'll say that, and difficult night last night.
And then the way you respond to that is a big indicator of who they are, and I know they're going to come back next week. Well, fans, listen, thanks for joining us on this show this week. We're going to take it over and check out some highlights from the Auburn game.
To give to Pittman. Pittman trying to get it outside. Won't get there. He's stuffed in the backfield. Shotgun snap. He has it. Quick pass to the near side is caught at the 33-yard line and down right there. And sets on the far side. EJ looking downfield, under some pressure, throws across the middle. It is caught by Bates from their own 38-yard line. Caldwell keeps it around the right side. Ian Jackson makes the stop at 3rd down and 2. Full house backfield, give to Fisher, and he's going to be stopped short of the first down. Stopped well short. Not predicting this. It is a quick play. Caldwell throws it back out to the flats, and it is caught at the 40-yard line, and it is going to be stopped short. He is stopped short. Owsley now with Powell in the backfield with him. Play action to Powell, looking downfield, now throwing it deep. He's looking for Bates down there. Bates running 35-yard line, pulls it down. Altarius Bates makes the catch at the 26. Lions trail by a trio. Caldwell back to pass, under some pressure, throws up, sets up the screen, and he is taken down at the yard line. 7:32 to play before halftime. Here's Caldwell rolling out to his right, now setting up the screen to the other side. Sniffed out by the Lions, but he's still on his feet across the 22 and down at the 20. Going under center once again, and it is Massey with the carry. He's stood up by Ian Jackson at the line of scrimmage. Maybe Holmes coming in motion, now comes set on the near side, and Owsley wants to pass. Looking downfield, firing to a wide open Bates. Bates at the 25, taken down hard.
Like bandaging him up over there.
Give to Fisher up the middle, and he is pushed back. He drops back to pass, throws a quick hitch out, complete to Hallman at the 20-yard line. Hallman to 25, out to the 29. Owsley on a pitch out to Taggart, trying to find some room. Taggart across the 30, 35, 40. Taggart to the 40-yard line. Now 3rd and goal. Tigers from the Lions 1-yard line. Caldwell right up under center, gives it up, and it is going to be a loss on the play.
No, we still got it.
I know. That's sending Wilson in motion, and it's a give on the inside to Powell. Powell across the 50. Powell still on his feet, driving to the 45-yard line. Caldwell, shotgun. 3 receivers setting up the screen, and this ball, oh my goodness, is there. On 43 they go. Here's Caldwell giving it up to Fisher. Fisher bouncing to the outside, and he is taken down by Tyrese Nunn and company.
With over 35 years of automotive experience, Gibson's Tire Pros has the answers.
Mo thinks we're having trouble with the curb. How should we fix that? Me and Mo are into the same girl. Who do you think she should pick? Do you guys think Mo's nose is too big?
Of all these questions, I feel like we should have been life coaches.
Nah, let's just stick to tires and automotive.
Yeah.
Gibson Tire Pros, we advise, you decide.
Well, fans, at this time we're going to recognize this week's Pepsi Buffalo Rock Player of the Week, AP Coleman. Coach, tell us a little bit about Mr. Coleman.
Well, man, he's a senior leader,
Yeah.
Obviously a really good football player, one of our captains. Man, he is a high-energy kid, very cerebral kid. Plays our strong safety, nickel, outside linebacker position, kind of a hybrid position. Really good football player. He's had a really good season. Played well last night against Auburn and had a really good game against Stanhope. Like I said, definitely a guy that we are leaning on and counting on to lead us on our defense side of the ball, and he has done that this year. So, really good player, AP Coleman.
Yeah. All right, I'm joined now with the Week 2 Stanhope-Elmore game, Pepsi Buffalo Rock Player of the Week, AP Coleman. AP, how you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing great, man. Well, congratulations. Here's a Sports Clip MVP treatment for you, and then your Buffalo Rock Player of the Week plaque. Congratulations on that. Tell us a little bit about your stat line from the game against Stanhope.
I ended up having 5 tackles.
Okay.
I think 2 solos
Okay.
and a TFL.
Okay.
I've been a part of great defenses, and I keep getting put in places to succeed. And I keep getting better every year.
Fantastic, fantastic. Well, let's talk about that Stanhope game just itself in general. I mean, you're a senior at Prattville. I've known you since you're a freshman. Everybody's my favorite player, but you're one of my favorites, man. I've loved you for a long time. What does that Stanhope game mean to you?
It means a lot, especially being a senior. You can't be the senior class that loses to Stanhope.
Right.
I know that sounds bad, but we always see them as like little brother over there,
Okay.
and you can't lose to little brother. You have to
Right.
go over there and put little brother in their place every once in a while.
I understand. You said it being a senior, what kind of opportunities have you learned about leadership and things being a part of this program for 4 years now?
I've learned a lot. Learned how to lead by example. I learned when the time is to open your mouth and say something. Like, the best leaders are, like, they will also get out there and do what you're asking them to do.
Sure.
So I try to take that into my everyday life.
Go first, yeah. I love that, and that's the guy you are. Well, AP, any parting shots? Anything you want to say about the rest of the season, maybe?
I just want. Last night it was a little setback, but
sure.
I feel like that's it. I feel like everybody else on our schedule, we have more than enough talent to beat and great coaches and a great game plan. So I really feel like that's going to be our only major.
Let me ask you this last question: Are you and your guys willing to put in the work that it's going to take to get there?
More than willing.
I know you are. It was a rhetorical question.
Okay.
Well, buddy, thanks for joining us today, and thank you, fans.
Thank you.
Well, it's time for what's become, I believe, one of the fan favorite segments of this show each week, the Inside the Lions Cage. This week, Coach, we're going to Inside the Lions Cage with R.J. Meyer.
Yeah, and it's it's a really good segment, man. I know when we did this a couple years ago, Stacy recommended this, and Stacy Mills, and did an outstanding job. Man, I get a lot of parents ask about it, a lot of kids enjoy it, and a good representative this week in R.J. Meyer, another great kid, great family. Pleasure to be around, another leader, one of the kids that we count on the offensive line, and you'll get to see a really outstanding kid.
That's great. Well, fans, let's go inside the Lions Cage with R.J. Meyer.
R.J. Meyer, number 52, left tackle, class of 2021. Taco Bell.
Go-to order.
Whatever $5 box they have, get your money's worth, and then probably a gordita on top of that. One max. One. Probably some old Kanye West from like 2004. Say Christian Bale.
Favorite Christian Bale movie?
Dark Knight. Batman. Steak. Love me some steak.
In a particular place or person cooking it?
Just good old, backyard steak, homemade. It's the best. Say 8th grade Miss Rowe. She was at a junior high. She's not teaching there anymore, but she was my favorite, hands down. None, because I don't sing. I never sing in front of people. Cam Newton. Probably Spencer Roy, let's say.
Would y'all be baby faces or heels?
Baby faces. See, a tent, something to start a fire with, and some food that won't go bad on me. Mexican-oriented food, so some wacky stuff in there. I like the all white a lot. Either the all white or the all cardinal we do. I like a lot.
Quarterback.
EJ.
Sleep.
Not enough of it.
Game day.
Intense.
Off season.
Workout.
Wizard of Oz.
The little dog, the Schnauzer.
Coach Thornton.
Friendly. Don't be afraid of failure. Learn from it. Always something to, glean from it. hard worker. You know, not the strongest, fastest by any means, but somebody that put the work in, day out. Hooray for Prattville, hooray for Prattville. Someone in the stands yelling, hooray for Prattville. 1, 2, 3, 4, tell us who you're yelling for. Prattville, that's who. Woo!
With over 35 years of automotive experience, Gibson's Tire Pros has the answers.
Mo thinks we're having trouble with the curb. How should we fix that? Me and Mo are into the same girl. Who do you think she should pick? Do you guys think Mo's nose is too big?
Of all these questions, I feel like we should have been life coaches.
Nah, let's just stick to tires and automotive.
Yeah.
Gibson Tire Pros, we advise you decide.
Coach, let's look back just one more time on the Auburn game. Share some highlights, some positives from the Auburn game.
Yeah, I mean, I know some individual performances, man. Look at our defense. I thought up front, Tim Trotter played another really good game. Outstanding game by Ian Jackson and Eric Benson at linebacker. Had to start a sophomore last night in Tice Minkoff, who is going to be a really good football player.
Great.
Man, he played outstanding for a young guy to be put in that position. I thought he answered the call, man. Did a really good job. Proud of that. Even in the secondary, man, obviously Javon Furlow and what Jameer Cromlin bring is outstanding, but A.J. Vaughn stepped in, had to play some nickel last night for us in a nickel situation, did really well. So, man, there's always highlights. I was really proud of that. You know, offensively, you know, I think, I know Darryl Holmes had a couple catches there at the end, and Bates made a couple big plays. So, you know, proud of those, like I said. And I thought for E.J., from some of the pressure he withstood all night to still stand in there and make some of the throws at the end, I was proud of that. So there's still some positives. There's a lot we got to work on, but those are some of the kids that stood out to me last night.
Of course, and speaking of working on, we go back to work this week. We're Road Warriors, a common theme for this year. Head to Smith Station next week. What are we looking for, Coach?
Well, you got another region game. Smith Station's a good program. Their head coach, Mike Glisson, he's a friend of mine, good coach, does it the right way. They're going to be prepared. They always have a tough, gritty football team. I hadn't had a chance to look at them much this year, so I don't really know a whole lot about them. I know this, we go on the road, and it's always tough to go on the road. That's a tough place to play. They're physical kids. It's going to be another region battle, and we're going to have to go have a good week of preparation. We've got to bounce back.
Right.
We've got to somehow race last night and move forward to start preparing next week.
And they will. They will. Well, fans, thanks for tuning in this week to the Prattville Lions Football Review. We're going to sign off here, but I want to steal a phrase from Will Barrett and say, God bless and go Lions.
The Prattville Lions Football Review with Coach Caleb Ross. Brought to you by Gibson's Tire Pros, Stivers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Prattville, CBE, and Mexico Typico.